guys, it's Jacob from Stringbuzz here, stringbuzzworld.org being a music journalism site, links are in the description down below. And we have a brand new song review for you today, and it's the latest track by Ella Mai, and that is Anymore. So I'm going to refer to the original article as I usually do for these videos, so I hope you enjoy. So it's been nearly a week since I've given over a 5.5 out of 10 rating for a track and or album, and that's pretty shocking really, and we are going through a very dry spell when it comes to big releases too. However, Ella Mai has just released this brand new track, so here's to hoping that she breaks that nasty duct or trend. So shall we see what I thought of this track? Well, I can't really say it does, and although it's far from being a bad song, it's just really boring and ploddy. It doesn't really help that every single bloody lyric in this track is repeated about 6 times before we move on to the next concept. I mean, I can see it's meant to be sort of a simple, catchy, urban track, you know, a bit mindless as well, but it's lacking flair and individuality. It just feels like anybody could have made this track, and I don't really want to be saying this about an artist I don't really know much about. I think Ella puts in a competent vocal performance here, and I think the instrumentals are functional enough for this style of music, but it just feels like we didn't get a single significant moment in the track, and I think that's a major problem for me. Production-wise, the song is fine, and it does continue the form of strong production cycles we've had throughout February. The low end is covered well, but is perhaps missing that recognisable tone or timbre. The stereo field is full of these watery ambient type pads, which again is fine, but nothing particularly memorable here either. And the vocals have been left much more organic than you'd usually hear on an R&B track like this, but I do think it suited the song very well. It was a good decision by the producer, so there isn't too much I can really fault here. But it would have been nice to hear some perhaps more interesting synths or pads just to keep the track sounding a little more original and alluring. When it comes to the musicality of this track, I must say that it's just lacking a few fairly simple aspects which could have been implemented fairly easily, and I'm just not sure why they weren't. For one, I think the choice to repeat every other line is stupid, since it made the momentum of the track always slow to a halt just about every 25 seconds or so. I also thought the melodies in general were very plain and syllabically quite dull. I think we missed having instrumental melodies a lot in this track, since nothing really cut across homophonically, and I think that would have changed things up a lot just to be a little bit more idiosyncratic. Also, the song form is just way too safe for me really. There aren't any progressional changes, no melodic changes, no attempts at vivid harmonies or anything exploratory, no moments of decoration or variation in the song form. It just left the track feeling a little bit lifeless really. I mean, the vocal performance is fine, and Ella clearly has a strong and controlled voice, but it really wasn't utilised here. Lyrically, the song is functional, but completely forgettable. It didn't come across as particularly personal or original, and hence I really didn't notice any thematic sort of development, progression, or anything like that. So all in all, a really average track, and I guess I shall have to continue my hunt for an above average song to be released this second half of February. We're going through a bad sort of week/fortnight. I mean, it started off so well. February was one of my favourite months since October, and it's just falling apart really. So I gave it a G rating of 5 out of 10, which is just average, straight down the middle. So if you like this video, then please leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you around next time. Bye bye.